Hey guys, Geo here, and today I'm going to share my most prized possession and something that's super close to me and very sentimental to me. This item is nothing very special, it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's nothing super extraordinary, but it means a great deal to me. So, here it is. It's a simple ring, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. It's yellow gold with a very itty bitty tiny diamond on it. And the way I acquired this ring was, I was about 10 years old, going on 11. Let's see, super simple. And it's actually really huge. So it fits me really huge. It fits me on every single finger on my hand. But my dad actually gave me this ring. And this was the first piece of jewelry, like real jewelry that he gave me. My dad's those type of dads that he's not the most loving and super affectionate and super warm guy. I remember growing up when I was like, maybe up until I was 6 or 7, he was super affectionate. He was like, he would hug me all the time, and like I even had a special seat in his car just for me, and if anyone ever sat there, he would be like, get out of my, that's my baby seat, you can't sit there. And I remember I felt so special because I'm like, yeah, you tell him, Dad, that's my spot, we rode together. Like, I thought me and my dad were super roll dogs. But I think once he kind of started saying that puberty was about to hit and I was gonna become a woman, I think he kind of just like did not know how to deal with me anymore, and he was just like, what, boobs coming out, period's gonna happen? That's weird. I don't know how to deal with my daughter. Here, Mom, you take it over from this point on. So I feel like my dad just got super nervous at the fact that I was becoming a woman, and I feel like that created this super huge disconnect. So once that was happening, he was no longer as affectionate and as like physical as he was when I was super young. So when, I guess maybe he even felt that there was like this big disconnect. So I think that's kind of where this ring came into play. So it really was unexpected and it came out of nowhere. Honestly, it's not even the best design that I like in the world. And it's like a clear sign that he really didn't even know much about me. But just the fact that he gave it to me and the way he gave it to me was something that like I'll never forget. It was classic my dad style. Like my dad's super stone face, like very monotone, very minimal expressions, just like 2 words that he's probably grunting. And he just looked at me. So he came home one day and he looked at me and he goes, here, try it on. And it was like in this little bag. It wasn't even anything really nice. And I'm like, okay. So I opened the bag and it's this ring. And I didn't think it was for me because it looked older, especially for someone that's 10 going on 11. He's like, try it on. And then the first thing I did, put it on and just like, it falls right into place. And I'm like, Dad, I think this is a little bit big. He's like, well, it's for you. I'm like, oh, thanks. Cool, what'd you get it for me for? And my dad's the type of person, if like, he tells you what he wants to tell you. So it doesn't matter how many questions you ask, like the words that he told you, that's it. He's not repeating himself and he's not explaining or elaborating further. So I'm like, oh, why did you get this ring? He's like, do you want it or not? I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, I'll keep it. And I'm like, but it's kind of big, don't you think that's bad? He's like, you'll grow into it. So cut to more than like 1.5 decades later, it still does not fit. But I will never ever let go of this ring because it means so much to me now, because my dad and I have been through so many ups and downs, mainly downs, and more recently ups, like way ups. But it's like a symbolism of just us. Like, we're not anything really close, we're not anything super special, we're not anything super extraordinary, we're just dad and daughter, and it's really simple. Our relationship is just, or it has now blossomed into just being us with each other. Like, we're super straightforward, we're super honest. Now we're very loving and we're very expressive of how we feel about one another. But there was like this good chunk of my life where it was none of that. It was just like, it was like he was gone and I was completely misunderstood. I think just like a regular teenager adult, or like teenager and parent type of relationship. But I remember that I would always have this ring nearby. Like, I wouldn't make it a point to like wear it or like have it hanging from a necklace or something. Like, I know I would just kind of like store it away, but I knew where it was at all times. And I remember there were times where I was kind of like at my lowest, and I felt super alone. And when I would see this ring, I was just like, okay, I'm still not alone, or I'm not as alone as I think I am. Like, My dad does love me, he just has the weirdest fucking way of showing it. So that's a little tidbit and story behind this ring, and something that I will never, ever, ever lose, throw away, or take for granted. Nothing you've never seen before, but this ring I will never ever sell, no matter the amount of money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and click right over here to check out the last one. I was gonna go like this, but then I went like this.